Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you guys are already subscribed, you're probably here for a reason, because today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I told you guys that when I hit 10,000 subscribers, which yay, we finally did, I wanted to do a Q&A and have you guys get to know a little bit more about me. So I had my Instagram post where you guys kind of added some questions there, as well as I know I got some on my Facebook page, Xochitl Carmona YouTube. So go, down below, you'll see that in the link if you're not already following me there. So I'm just gonna pull some questions and, hopefully these are some fun ones and you guys will really enjoy these videos, and we can do some more of these later on as you get to know me and you want to learn more. I mean, we're all chismosas, right? You're here for a reason. You want to know. So this is our chit chat chismosa time. So let me just get into the questions on my phone. And I'll try to say whatever your Instagram name is. If it's not too hard to pronounce, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. If it's one of those, it's all letters and numbers. So the first question I have here is by Crystal B. Flowers. What inspired you to begin your YouTube channel? Thank you for reviewing affordable makeup. Totally enjoy your videos, girl. Keep at it. Heart, 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 heart. Blessings. I love doing affordable makeup looks, tutorials, and reviews. So I'm so glad you guys enjoy them. But I think what inspired me to begin my YouTube channel is that in general I just loved watching YouTube so much, and I was just obsessed. I was addicted. I was subscribed to everything, and it was in 2014. I had just graduated out of college, May 2013, and I remember I right away started working maybe like 2 months after in HR, and I wasn't really enjoying it. I wasn't happy. I was pretty miserable, and it was just like January 2014. I was just watching videos, and I just remember like, you know what, I can totally do that, because at this time I was just buying and buying makeup and everything and I was enjoying it, and I was just kind of like, you know what, let's do something with this makeup. And it was just one of those, like, watching these other girls, and it's like, why not me? Why not, have myself, start these videos and teach people what I know. And I feel like since I've started, I kind of learned a lot along the way, and I'm not gonna lie, I totally, for everybody says like, I do it because I just love it, which is totally true, and everybody's like, I didn't do it because I knew a paycheck. False. I feel like anywhere time after like 2014 and after, once I feel like people kind of started seeing you can kind of make a career out of this, you can, maybe a side job out of this. Yeah, that's why a lot of people started their YouTube channels, and I think that's definitely a reason why I thought like, you know what, let's try this, because I was like, I think that would be amazing if you can do something that you love and get paid for it. That's definitely why I wanted to try it, and I was just kind of like, why not me? But it's definitely more like a plan B. Definitely still, like, I went to college, I got a degree, and I'm like, that's always just kind of going to be my plan A. If this works out, that's great. If this works out as just like a side kind of income, because those student loans ain't cheap, that's also great. But I think just kind of being in a career and a job that I wasn't really enjoying, I think that really kind of triggered it for me. And just thinking every time I really had a bad day, I would just turn on the camera and I would film and I would edit and I would upload a video and get comments from you guys. And I think that's just what constantly kept me going, and I think what just really keeps me going. So long story short, I didn't like my job. So Chica Perezi, what do you do outside of YouTube? I hear you say you work also. Keep up the great work. Thank you. So I was doing HR. I didn't like it. Not only did I find YouTube as like my comfort and happy time, but in general I was just kind of like, I don't like doing this. Why am I going to do this? This doesn't make me happy. It wasn't, I guess, creative enough. I guess after kind of doing something creative inside, I was like, I want to enjoy my job. I think HR is a cool career if you like it. I'm just not naturally Little Miss Hall Monitor type of a person. I'm just like, yo, can we all just be adults and do what we gotta do? And I was just like, meh, not for me. So actually now I switched over into a career of marketing. And let me tell you, that transition was kind of a little bit harder. I do have a degree in communication and sociology, so communication kind of does, you can do kind of anything, but it was kind of difficult because all my resume said was HR, HR, HR. I was doing HR from 2013 to about 2017, so 4 years of HR. Like, I was good there. If I wanted to apply for another HR position where they say you need to have 5+ years or 4+ years, right out of college type of a thing, I would have been fine, but not what I wanted to pursue. So actually what I did put on my resume was my YouTube, because it's marketing, it's social media, it's, you know, blogging, it's keeping up with, you know, kind of statistics, analytics, Google Analytics, and kind of doing all those things, networking, building relationships. I was like, why not? I gave it a shot. And yeah, when the job where I'm working at now, they saw that and they kind of geared my interview towards that. Kind of me being a people person. I guess they probably watched some of my videos as well and kind of get a better feeling for me, which I think I come off pretty well, alright? You know, hey, if you're here, you're for a reason, I guess. But YouTube, having that on my resume, that actually helped me, you know, transition into marketing. So if you're kind of, you know, struggling and you don't have anything, think of what else you're doing on the side and kind of build it up in your resume and add it on there. Worked for me, maybe it can work for you too. Amanda_Michelle91. Hey girl, so I have dry skin. What products you recommend for this time of year? So Amanda, actually I'm gonna link down below my skincare routine for dry skin, where I go in depth what I use all year round, but there's actually some really great products for this time of year, and one of them that I love is Mario Badescu Caviar Night Cream. It's like, it just feels so thick and rich, and when my skin is just like not having it, that just kind of melts into my skin and just kind of brings the moisture in. The other thing that I really love is Origin's Nightamins, but if you want some other great products, I'll link that video down below for you, because I know the struggle. Lipstick_emoji. Do you watch any other beauty YouTubers? Who are your favorites? Love your videos. Thank you. So yes, as I said, I have a really long subscription list, so I actually did a video dedicated to my favorite Latina YouTubers. So I've got a list there, but we've got like Kathleen Lights, Iluvsarahii, Desi Perkins, we have Alexis Jada, Jenny69, Nicole Guerrero, and then some of my other favorites that aren't Latina that I do want to give a shout out to. And actually I'm gonna peek into my subscriptions right here. Oh, one of the ones in that video, I asked you guys for suggestions for some other Latina YouTubers, and one of the ones you guys suggested was Juicy Jazz, which I had watched her. I had been watching her years ago, and I don't know why, I kind of fell off for some reason. And then my friend Patricia is always making some appearances in these videos, but she was just like, yeah, I love her, I've been watching her. I was like, I don't know why I fell off. And as you guys were kind of like saying like, oh, Juicy Jazz, I started watching her again. So she's definitely come back up onto my favorites. So just so you know, in case those of you who did suggest her, I was like, oh yeah, right. My other favorite Latina YouTuber is Beauty Bird, who I see right here. But let me see my subscriptions for maybe who's not Latina. Emily Noel. I love her so much. I've been watching Emily Noel forever, and I was super excited when she finally came out with the makeup palette. But I love her reviews, and just reviews like in general. I feel like they're just very in-depth, they're very honest. I feel like she doesn't barely ever do, if anything, any sponsorship, so I feel like I can fully trust her. Still been on that trust level, which you know can be hard these days on YouTube, and I hope I can remain that trust with you guys as well. Another person I also really like for reviews, I would say, is Tati, but I feel like I kind of fallen on and off with that wagon sometimes. I don't know, I'm obsessed and then I kind of like forget and then I'm back on. The other one, Makeup Shayla. I think more than anything, I kind of enjoy her Snapchats more than maybe her videos, but I do like her reviews as well. I like reviews. I like to see what people are thinking about other products. Oh, Lusterlux, of course. I didn't know whether or not to put her in the Latina category because I think she has like parts, a very small part there. But I love her, love Desi, love the squad, I love the dogs as much. If anything, I probably want to see the dogs more than anything. I was like, can we just have like a whole YouTube channel just for the dogs, please? Jackie Aina, I really like her. She's just like super just cutthroat, honest. I love watching her videos. I think they're really entertaining, definitely different, outside the box. I love how comfortable she is with herself, and that's definitely something I want to be, or not with herself, but maybe more so with her like viewers, just being you. That's definitely something I want to do. It sounds easier than it is, maybe depending on the person. I'm just not like one of those like, oh my god, this is me, this is what I love, this is how, you know, type of a person. It takes me a while to warm up, and I feel like throughout the years I've hopefully warmed up a little bit, which is why I definitely want to do this Q&A and open up to you guys. I definitely watch other YouTubers that say they're my favorites. Not really. I like them. I'll watch their videos here and there, I feel like, nowadays. But I definitely do have like the ones that I mentioned, and I'll link down below my favorite Latina YouTubers because I think I've missed a couple of names in case I feel like those are my Ride or dies, definitely. So check that video out. Let me know if I made your list. Ooh, okay, so DXN4911, we got some questions here. She's like, I have a few questions. Okay, so do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one older sister. She's like 1.5 years older than me, so we're really close. We actually look a lot alike when we were little. They used to always mistake us for twins, so whenever maybe I'll like go to her work and say hi, everybody does kind of a double take thing. Do you still live at home? No, I do not live at home. I actually basically right out of college, I think I lived at home for about 1 year, and then I moved out, and then my boyfriend moved in with me, and then we're in apartment number 3 now together since after college. And in college we even like had our own apartments as well, not together though. Are you still with your boyfriend? That answers that question. Yes, we're together. We actually just celebrated 9 years in September. So we started going out freshman year of college, and we actually have known each other since we were 13. So we've known each other for 14 years, and then finally met up and started dating in college. She's like, I just started following you on IG and I was looking through your pics and seeing you have some with a boyfriend. See you, chismosa. Okay, will you do a draw my life type video? I think that would totally be cool. I don't know what I would, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe. Yeah, I think if you guys are still interested in those, I think I could totally do one of those for you guys. Do you plan on doing different videos or just makeup? So I've tried to maybe start to add maybe some more like fashion videos in there. Not fashion, maybe like kind of fashion, chill fashion. It's not like high fashion or anything, but like casual, comfortable, something that maybe I would wear to work or wear, you know, just out with friends and stuff. So I did my Old Navy try-on haul. I'll link that down below because I love Old Navy, and I don't know who doesn't, especially when they have a really great sale. Looking forward to Black Friday so I can hopefully do some more for you guys, but definitely want to do some more of those like balling on a budget, clothing hauls, and kind of styling videos, as well as I did my fall morning routine get ready with me, so maybe some more of those, and just kind of mixing it up. I do want to do a come shopping with me type of video as well. Okay, Olivia A. Caballero, if you could live anywhere besides Chicago, where would it be and why? So I think I love Chicago. It's really, really chill. But I think if I could live anywhere and why, recently we just visited Denver, Colorado, and then kind of outside of that area, and I think I could totally see myself living there. I think it's totally different from Chicago, and I just love the nature. I love the hiking, and I have a husky, so I was just like, wow, can you imagine? It was like, hey babe, we're just gonna go on a morning hike, you know, I don't know, if I don't come back it's because the cougars got me. Yeah, we actually saw a bobcat, so that's a real thing. If you live in Colorado, you're like, yeah, like no big deal, but I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I think Colorado would totally be awesome. I just love, like, yeah, I'm gonna walk to work today, and by the way, it's like the best workout ever. I think the other spot that I always really liked was San Francisco when I visited. It just feels so chill. However, it's really expensive, so probably not there anytime soon, but I think Colorado would be kind of cool. The other question that she had was, how long have you been doing makeup? I've been doing makeup on others. Once again, I feel like everything started in 2014. I just like, you know, was woke. Wake the fuck up. So I started doing makeup 2014. It was like April or so, that July 2014. A friend of mine, Fanny, hopefully you're watching, but she was actually like, hey, I have, you know, I want to do makeup for my wedding. Can you teach me how to do, you know, makeup, or can you do it for me? And I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I can do this. So that's kind of what I started building my freelance makeup kit out of for her wedding, and then just kind of from there, just with friends, networking and doing other makeup, just been kind of doing that freelancing. In case that wasn't a freelancing question, if you're asking how long I've been doing makeup on myself, it was probably ever since I was 21. I think I really started doing like foundation, concealer, because before that I really was only doing like eyeliner and mascara. Oh, okay, this is hard. If you were deserted on an island somewhere and you can only bring 3 makeup products, what would they be and why? Why would you do that to me? Okay, I think I would bring brows. Oh god, this is hard. Brows? I need a lipstick though. How can I incorporate lipstick? Okay, I'll bring brows. Foundation, because I can just conceal my under eyes. I think brows, oh, but I need mascara, fuck. Brows, but I need brows. I don't know if I skip lipstick. I think brows, mascara, and foundation. God, that's hard. I'm skipping lipstick, I think, but Yeah, I mean, I'm a deserted island, so I guess I would bring, no, I need some bronzer. Ugh, no, I need brows and I need mascara. I think that'll just make me look even better. Yeah, and foundation because my skin ain't perfect. We're gonna go with those. What would you guys bring? Only 3 products, that's hard. Mrs. Evil Misfits asked, how old are you? So I am, you know what? I used to always like think my mom was just always lying and stuff because every time somebody would ask her age, she's like, I don't know, I forget. But you really do forget. I feel like after 21, you just forget after 25, you just forget how old you are. So I'm 27. I always forget and people think already I look young, so they think I'm lying. I tried to buy a lotto ticket the other day and then he was just like, how old are you? And I was just like, oh, good question. But I was like, no, I swear, I'm over 18. But yes, I'm 27. God, I gotta like write that somewhere. Ooh, Cubs or White Sox? White Sox. South side. I moved to the north side though, but I'm still south side all the way. But I did support the Cubs, you know, when they, you know, were doing finally winning their World Series. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I would totally be down to do a meet and greet. I don't know how hard those are to coordinate. I would love it if people would come. I don't know if anybody would come. I think maybe, hopefully one day if we get, you know, enough interest in Chicago, something easy that I could just do myself, I would totally want to do that. But hey, if like maybe some company wanted to collaborate with me one day and there's just like enough people who actually wanted to meet me, I think that would also be awesome. I would definitely not turn down that opportunity to meet you guys especially. You're Mexican, correct? Correct, 100. If so, from what part? So my mom's family is from Monterrey, Nuevo León, and then my dad is actually, his family's from Texas, Harlingen, Texas, so Tex-Mex. What was your first ever high-end palette? I think that was actually Urban Decay Naked 2. I think I was definitely, I didn't have enough money when like the Naked 1 and everybody was crazy about that. I didn't do that. I think by the time I really got into makeup, the Naked 2 was out. So I bought that one. That was my first high-end palette. Oof, I was scrimping and saving for that one. How old were you when you first started to apply makeup? Well, how old was I really? I think it was like 1 or 2. I stole my mother's red lipstick. There's a great picture of that just everywhere. And then, you know, from then I would kind of sneak her really like dark red kind of burgundy lipstick when I was like 8 or 6 or something, and then wipe it off on the face towel and, you know, have lipstick everywhere. Like, oh my god, I hope she doesn't find out. But so when I was finally allowed to wear makeup at 16, that's when I started to wear makeup. Once I tried the Sneak mascara when I was 15, I was like, oh my god, I'm so rebellious. And my dumbass tried to wipe it off with water. I tried to take off waterproof mascara with water so my mom wouldn't find out. I'm pretty sure she knew. But yeah, when I officially was able to wear makeup 16, and honestly I would just do eyeliner and a little bit of eyeshadow and mascara. Ceci Zambrano asked, what music do you like more? Ooh, corridos, cumbia, duranguense, Los Angeles Azules is cumbias, and those are straight bangers. But I think if I had to choose, I definitely enjoy more duranguense and or banda for sure. Like I like more upbeats, but I answered before from Monterrey, so Sundays cleaning, there's always norteñas on, so Los Tigres del Norte and stuff, so you know. But yeah, I think probably because duranguense and banda, because that was Sunday cleaning music, like let's get up type of a thing. But I think that I prefer those. What do you guys prefer? I do love the cumbias though, but I like the upbeat, and sometimes those are part of my like running playlist because they're so upbeat. What is your favorite pan dulce? I think I for sure have to go with La Concha. Yeah, I'm gonna go with La Concha, but then I also like, I don't know what you call it. It's the one that has all the different colored sprinkles on it, all the colorful ones. I always love those, but you can never resist a concha. Pozole or menudo? Definitely pozole. I feel like I've never really had menudo, but it's never really appealed to me. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like maybe if you're a pozole person, you're not really menudo, and if you're menudo person, you're not really pozole type of, I don't know, let me know if you like both. I find it very hard to find someone who likes both, but pozole, specifically red pozole, and specifically Mama Tena's pozole, my boyfriend's mom. She makes some bomb ass pozole. Chile verde con frijoles or quesadillas? I don't tend to like chile verde anything pretty much, so I'm gonna go with quesadillas. Unless you want to chile verde en quesadillas. I like plain, plain, plain. Bruno Girl 101. Hi sis, I have a few questions. What would you say to those who need motivation to practice their makeup skills? Just do it. Just do it, because if you go back to my videos when I started filming in 2014 to now, like honestly you'll see a difference in my makeup. When I thought I was like, oh, I was looking so good, and honestly it was just practice, practice, practice. And just like every time I would kind of do my makeup, just kind of take my time and learn something and do a different trick with it, blend a little bit more, blend something out differently. Just every time you do your makeup, take that as an opportunity to practice, or just play with makeup. Use it as your relaxing time. Just do it. What is the biggest challenge when experimenting with colors? I think the biggest challenge when experimenting with colors is trying to find the colors that complement each other well, or in general trying to think of, do I want maybe kind of the same color story? So you want like burgundies, lighter burgundies, darker burgundies, or do I really want to kind of go outside the box, use like a purple and a yellow and a blue, and just kind of seeing how those fit, or just kind of bringing that together. And then as well, bringing it together with the lipstick, I feel like. But it's always fun. It's makeup, you know, switch it up. Have fun, enjoy it, make your own looks. If someone says those colors don't go together, that's their opinion. Maybe, you know, art is art. It's freaking art. Do not tell an artiste how to do their makeup. But you know what? You do you, boo. Oh, Bruno Girl 101, also Katie Kai. So my sorority in college was Katie Kai, and she asked, and why did you join Katie Kai? She's like, I always like to hear sisters' reasons and point of view. So I went to the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, and we actually, me and a group of other girls, we actually, you know, started or founded Katie Kai on that campus. Katie Kai was founded, but we brought it to the campus there. So we are the charter members, and I feel like I was at U of I, and it's like big on fraternities and sororities, but I just feel like I definitely didn't found one that fit me all that well. I know there's maybe some sororities like, maybe I'll just do it just to like hang out with some chicks, but I think in general, Katie Kai, I think the group of women who I started it with, I feel like we just bonded really well, and then I just really liked what they kind of stood for, their values, and I don't know, it just felt right. That one just like, all right, this feels right, whereas the other ones are like, am I doing it just to do it? So I feel like for anything in life, if it feels right, if you believe in it and what it stands for, just do it. L. Hernandez, I'm pretty sure it's like short for Hernandez. She's like, hi Xochitl, I really love all of your videos. My questions are, how old are you? So I was 27, I remember this time. Do you and your boyfriend plan on getting married and having children? Yes, for sure. When that's gonna be, I don't know. I mean, we're just, you know, living life right now. We are gonna get married. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, are we not? It's just like, what's the rush? I know it's been like 9 years, but we started dating in college. Like if we would have started, you know, after 4 years after college, we would have been like 23, and I don't know. We're taking our time. You know, I would like to maybe have a nice wedding, so it's like, you know, save up some money, make some money, and you know, we're gonna be together. So we're already living together. It kind of feels like it, but I know it's gonna happen. When it's gonna happen, it's when we're ready. And I was like, you know what, if you were to propose to me right now, I don't even have money for a wedding, so take your time. Because I don't know how that'd be a long engagement. So I was like, take your time. If you'd like to sponsor my wedding, please like this video. And as for kids, of course, I would totally love to have kids, not anytime soon, which is why it's just one of those, once again, let's take our time. I want to enjoy life. I want to travel, and I want to kind of do things before we settle down and finally have kids. We do have a child together now. He is a 5-year-old husky named Blaze, and that is just more than I need right now in my life, and he's a handful. So I am good. If you have a husky, you know. So he is my baby. He's my fur baby. Frankie's mom is always kind of like, oh my god, when are we gonna get my nietos, when are we gonna get my grandkids? And I'm just like, you got one right there. So they love him, so I can just imagine, you know, with an actual grandchild. But that is my only baby right now. Oh, the other question, do you drive? Yes, and actually I got my license at 19, and Frankie actually taught me how to drive. So I don't know, I was just like, you know what, I know I live in the city of Chicago, which is really great. I think more so because I was living in Berwyn with my dad in the suburbs. suburbs, and it totally sucked in the suburbs because there's no like easy transportation other than the metro, which you have to be on schedule. So I was like, you know what, I want freedom to go where I want, when I want. And you know, you never know. I think it's good to have your license just in case. And I just, in general, I like that freedom. I don't like having to ask for rides, or you know, so if I can do it myself. And he was just like, okay, I'll teach you. And he also taught me the hard way as to how to get on the highway, because I am a chicken and I don't like the highway, and he knew that I would not get on the highway. So we're driving one day and I knew how to kind of, we're going from, I think, my place to his, and he's like, okay, give me a left right there. I was like, that's not how we get home. That's not. He's like, just make a left right here. And I was like, oh my god. On the highway. Oh my god. So yeah, but you know, if you want to get someone on the highway, I guess you go ahead and do that. But yeah, he did teach me how to drive too. Lisa also asked, have you considered doing a vlogging channel? I definitely have. I feel like in general, it's weird to vlog. First you gotta, you know, get comfortable here just in your bedroom, but just walking around, you know, randomly, I would love to do that. I did do one random vlog with my friend Megan. We did our Pokemon Quest. When was that? 2016? So if you guys want to see that, I'll try to find that if you guys want to check that out. But it's, you know, hard to find people who are comfortable around camera with you, and you know, I don't want to totally force certain people, but if you guys just maybe want to see me, I've just got to get comfortable, I guess, with vlogging in person. But I also do work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, so I don't know, I probably wouldn't vlog, you know, while at work, and so it just kind of leaves the evenings and or the weekends. So maybe I'll start off with the weekends, but I would want to do it. It's just one of those other kind of push out of my comfort zone type of a thing, and or you know, finding other people who are comfortable with it. Oh Lisa, you're so considerate. So she asked, lastly, how is the hot Cheeto restriction going? Tomorrow will be 8 weeks, 2 whole months. I don't know how I'm doing it. Well, I know how I'm doing it. So the first week is kind of like, I feel like I was so busy, and then the second week I started jonesing a little bit, third week, but I feel like what's kind of kept me going this time is that, first of all, I feel really great. The last time I kind of like really like binged and wasn't watching myself, I ended up getting the GERD. For those of you who don't know, it's gastroesophageal reflux disease, a really bad gastritis. So I was like, you need to cool it. And I would eat them here and there, but I was like, you know what, I need to take a break. I just kind of hit that note. It's like, I need to take a break. And then I was feeling better without them, and feeling better because I was doing like 4 to 5 to 6 times a week, and going to kind of nothing. And more than anything, what's made it even easier to keep going is the fact that I've already kind of seen results. Like, I just, these 8 weeks, these 2 months without eating hot Cheetos, I just haven't been eating hot Cheetos. I'm kind of doing everything else the same. I don't eat crappy, really. It's the hot Cheetos, it's the snacking at night after dinner that really, you know, gets me. But just by cutting that out, and I think I ran maybe like once or twice a week, like every week maybe. There's maybe been a week where I haven't at all, and I've lost 8 pounds. It's that easy. But it's not, because I love hot Cheetos. But yeah, that's how much that, just by cutting that off, I lost just like 8 pounds just like that. Imagine if I now step up my workout routine, which is kind of hard because it's like work out, you know, chill out, film videos. It's hard to kind of get that. I do want to step up that exercise a little bit more, so I step that up, then lose even more weight. But just by cutting out the hot Cheetos, that's 8 pounds. Like, damn. So I kind of want to keep it going a little bit longer, but then I'm just like, people are like, just have a little bit. There's no such thing with just a little bit when it comes to hot Cheetos. If you're a hot Cheeto addict, you know, any other chip, Doritos, regular Cheetos, Funyuns, I can just have a little bit and yeah, put the bag away and just make that last a week or something. Hot Cheetos, no, I can't stop, I won't stop type of a thing. I fall off the wagon, and this time we're trying to stay on the wagon as long as possible. So in case you're wondering, we're doing all right. So Corazon asked, what's your ethnicity? I am Mexican. She did ask, what's your job? Which I answered. Favorite food and restaurant? Ooh, good question. Well, I answered pozole menudo. So pozole is probably my favorite Mexican food. I think, oh no, that's hard. So I am between wings or sushi probably. I fucking love sushi and I love wings. Very polar opposites. Favorite restaurant? Oh, good question. I don't know. That's hard. because I have like maybe favorite restaurants I like for steak, I like for sushi, I like for wings. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite restaurant. It just depends on my mood and what I'm craving. I used to maybe have some favorites. I used to really love paisans. I really like paisans. Maybe that's up there, probably one of my favorites. If you're in Chicago, or rather it's in Berwyn, I really love paisans a lot. Oh, so good. Ooh, their baked ziti. Oh, they have a lot of good things. Their wings are good. Ooh, the color. Okay, all right. I think I answered it. Paisans. I love paisans. There's probably some other ones. I love sushi taku. If you want good sushi here in Chicago, all you can eat sushi. Balling on a budget on my sushi. So good. Godzilla rolls. Hooters. I love Hooters. Shut up if you don't love Hooters. Like, it's a chain. I freaking love Hooters. So good. Their shrimp. Yeah, I would say those are my favorites. Favorite drugstore foundation and concealer. So favorite drugstore foundation, I think right now I might say the Milani Conceal and Perfect. That could change. And concealer, I think I gotta go with the Colourpop because I just keep repurchasing that one. That one just, it doesn't let me down. She has some more questions. Also, what's your favorite drugstore and high-end primer? Favorite drugstore primer you hear or see me use it on my channel all the time is a L'Oreal Glow Lock Primer. And high-end, I think would say the Too Faced Hangover RX. That just replenishes my skin. EJV Eddie Joey. Maybe I missed it, but have you ever done a favorite fragrance video? If not, what are your favorites? I have not done a favorite fragrance video. I feel like I went like a really big binge one day. I was like, I need all these perfumes. So you'll see them right there. So you'll see them behind me. And I think my favorite, which I try not to use up that much because it's my favorite, is the Versace, the Yellow Diamonds. I love this one. I think for me, this scent just complements my natural musk really nicely. I love this one. The other ones that I have up here, this would have been my favorite, the Marc Jacobs Daisy, but I feel like it doesn't last. Marc Jacobs has some really nice scents, but they just don't last very long. So I'm just like, what the fuck am I paying for? I need like the rollerball to like kind of go with me. And then the other one, my fancy smelling one, is the Coco Chanel, the Mademoiselle. This one just feels so luxe. I love this one a lot. But I think the one where it's like, this one, the Versace, is definitely one of my favorites. I want to get some more. I know I want to try like the Flower Bomb one, some other fancy ones, but perfumes are expensive. So I was like, finish those up first, girl. SBSP54 asks, hi, since the cold weather is approaching, my question is, what's the best way / method that has worked for you against makeup transferring? I want to wear my scarves and hats, but then prevent that from happening because transferring, and girl, you know the Midwest gets cold. Yes, in Chicago it's cold. I do set with powder and finishing spray, but curious to see what you do that works for you. Thanks, Angie. There's not much. I feel like there's not much you can do. I don't know how chicks do it when they wear all white and those all white turtlenecks. I'm like, how? So when I find out, I'll let you know. But as of now, you either gotta like risk it and just kind of keep it down or like keep your neck up. But I feel like there's really not much you can do from transferring makeup. Anybody comment down below to help a girl out, because I don't know, let's, you know, help each other out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know how these bitches do it. Ooh, so I had some questions on my Facebook, and my friend Adriana, thank you for submitting a question, you know, in case, I don't know if it was a pity question, in case she's like, girl, I got your back in case nobody asks. I was like, that's a real friend right there. But she was like, what sparked your initial interest in doing makeup and then taking a step further by doing tutorials? I think I've just always loved makeup so much, and especially I feel like because my mom and my sister are maybe more like tomboyish. They were never really like makeup glamour girls, and from the beginning I just always loved it. I was just always so curious about it. I used to stick my mom's lipstick, and I just wanted to wear it so bad. I saw how the girls looked. I loved it. I think I just loved the way that it looked, and I feel like from there I was just like, I want to do this. I can do this. Why not try it? I think it was one of those, like, I think for a lot of people it's like maybe the fear of kind of like failing type of a thing, but I think just kind of not failing, but then also what are other people gonna think? I think that's what kept me from doing these videos the longest. And I think that's just kind of what I had to set aside, is like, who gives a shit what other people think? Just do what you want to do. Stop caring what other people think. And honestly, I feel like I got a way better response than I thought. Like, there's just so many people who I know who maybe I never talked about my interest in makeup, who I've connected with from it, type of a thing, and kind of built those relationships. I feel like I would have never known, like some of these people would have been like, hey, do you have advice on this and that? So that's always just been kind of cool, and I feel like that's what's definitely kind of kept me going, because there's just so many people out there who maybe don't know as much about it and want to learn, and I didn't really have those type of like people to learn from, so I would learn on YouTube, and that's just kind of what I do now. There's always that next generation who wants to learn. Samantha Blundell, which is awesome because this is just like that type of thing that I was talking about. So Samantha, I met in high school. So our high school is mine here in the US and hers in Europe. Kind of did like an exchange thing. They came over to kind of visit and be hosted by some of the kids at our school, and then we went over, and she was actually my host family. And I feel like at the time I wasn't really into makeup or anything, so we never really talked about that. But it was funny because after I started, you know, we connected on Facebook, and then I did my YouTube channel, and she actually kind of, you know, follows, you know, some of my videos and stuff like that on like my Facebook page. So I thought that was really cool. So we connected. So someone I would have never thought like, hey, we have this connection through makeup, I think is really cool. So she left me a question, and she asked, what's the most important thing about keeping a good skincare routine? And do you have any skincare hacks you can share? So I think the most important thing about keeping a good skincare routine is consistency. And I feel like that's a lot easier said than done. Every day, wash your face, you know, especially in the evenings, wash your makeup off, but then also taking those extra steps like a hydrating face mask or an oil, or just kind of going in with toner. Consistency, because we get lazy and sometimes we do the bare minimum. And I know especially when I don't wear makeup and I'm just like, just wash it and just kind of put a moisturizer. But if I take the time, add an extra face mask and those extra steps, I think that's helpful. Ask for any skincare hacks you can share. I don't think I really have any hacks other than my regular skincare routine, but if I do, I'll definitely let you know. And then the last question here on Facebook is actually from my friend, sorority sister, and old roommate, Paola. And is there something you're currently working towards in this field, your own line of products, certain number of subscribers, meeting a famous beauty guru? I think it'd be awesome to totally meet one of my favorite YouTubers. I think that's totally exciting. That would be cool. Something I'm working towards, I know overall, like whatever, you know, on YouTube, I would totally like to start a business. What that is, I'm totally not sure of at the moment. Maybe, you know, some people are like, oh, you totally like to start a makeup line. That would be cool, but is it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm 100% dedicated to it, but I feel like, you know, if I can save up enough money and start my own business from this, I think that would be totally awesome. I think in general, to have a lot of subscribers would be awesome, not just to say it's a number, but I think in general what you can kind of do with that sort of platform, I think is totally important, because I think there's definitely a lot of people out there who, you know, have that large platform and really, you know, shouldn't type of a thing. So I think I would totally love to just kind of inspire and kind of take it into a more positive direction than some people, you know, kind of have in general positivity. But I think overall, when I think about like, you know, YouTube and what can I do with it, I always come back to kind of at the end of it, you know, you want to take care of your family and stuff, you know, pay off student loans. But I think overall, I always think about how can I help my community type of a thing, you know, thinking about like, oh man, like if I ever think about like, oh, if I get this paycheck or this paycheck, like how can I support those organizations that maybe I was part of as a kid. I know we did a lot of, there's a lot of educational non-for-profits that really helped me out, whether it was like through a high school scholarship, an enrichment program, or just like those after-school programs for inner city kids. I think overall I would like to kind of have that platform to either bring awareness or be able to provide some sort of like monetization to those types of organizations. I think overall, whenever I think about like, hey, if you were to make it on YouTube, those are the types of things I think that stand out to me the most, and definitely what I would like to do. And in general, just, yeah, use this as a platform to bring awareness to like different things that I think are important to me and that I think can be really helpful overall. So I would love to kind of, you know, grow with you guys and share a little bit more and see what we can do together, you know, and stuff like, hey, maybe one day if for like Thanksgiving or like a Christmas, you know, we would have enough subscribers, we can be like, hey, you know, instead of buying that $7 mascara, that $3 lipstick, that, you know, $10 contour palette, let's donate and come together and donate to like an organization, you know, that we can agree on and that I think would be helpful and kind of give back in that way. I think that would be really fun to kind of do, something I would love to do. So just some things that I think overall I would love to do as this kind of my channel grows. Last question, direct message my sister. Where's Blaze right now? Let's see where Blaze is at. It's 10:14 p.m. It's Blaze's bedtime. He likes to go to bed around 9:30 to, you know, get started early day, get shit done. Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A and I hope you enjoyed my answers, got to know a little bit more about me. And I think in general, as we kind of grow together, we'll kind of have some more fun questions and really maybe different topics and stuff like that. Maybe we'll make this more of a regular thing. But in the meantime, I'll try to have some more of those like chit chat, get ready with me's. Let me know if you guys really like those and we can just kind of chat on there about whatever random topics that come up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and if you have been a long-time subscriber and if you continue to watch my videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and I hope we can continue on this journey together. I'll see you guys next time.